Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe to support the channel and see more videos like this where we like to trade minimalist by keeping it simple. So today I'm looking at the British pound Japanese yen on the 1 hour time frame, and I'm analyzing this pair with 3 indicators: the breakout pivotal bars, the levels and zones, and the sentiment index. And I'm particularly looking at this price action right here. It looks like a consolidation is taking place here. See this trend line, and also, well, we should include this wick down here, but the consolidation is more like this. So, okay, so, oops, sorry. Okay. So the consolidation is pretty much like this, and the impulse that we got before is this one. So what I'm looking for is for another impulse of the same length. So I will draw it here, and the price, if the price moves up, it should end up approximately here. Why I'm saying so? Well, first of all, because we have an indication from the levels and zones that the price is currently sitting above a support line. You see here, this is a strong support level, which is indicated by the levels and zones, and we have a major other support down here. Moreover, what we have is that the price action is actually moving higher, and it is consolidating with a pattern that is usually bullish, and the breakout pivotal bars is green as well, so the candles are green. And when we are looking for a break up, we want the candles of the breakout pivotal bars to be green to confirm the uptrend movement. Last thing is that when we look at the sentiment index, we can clearly see that it's trending down. So what does this mean? Well, this means that if I draw another line here, this is the zero level. Let's see if I can maybe draw a horizontal line. Yeah, this is the zero level, and this is the trend line that we draw. You see how tiny the space, this triangle here is tiny, and the market sentiment, the bullish market sentiment going forward from where it is now, has this tiny space to move. So what happens is that it might move in two different directions. So it either breaks up, and this is what we are looking for. If we have a breakup happening at the same time of a breakup of this consolidation with a green candle, then we have a setup. The other thing that could happen is that the sentiment index turns bearish. So it means that with the market sentiment, the overall sentiment of the participants of the market becomes bearish, and so we should see the price coming down. In such case, I'm not interested in the opportunity because I'm not looking for a downtrend here, I'm looking for an uptrend here. So on a technical point of view, everything is set up. We just need to be patient and track this pair and see how it evolves in the next few candles. Okay, so we have a setup. I just need to adjust this trend line a little bit higher because you see this candle here try to break up and then retraced. So I need to set it here so that the candle is within the consolidation, but the next candle, the current one, is a breakup. So this candle confirms that we have a breakup. It's green, which is okay, and also we have a breakup in the sentiment. So as I explained before, the sentiment, the bullish sentiment, was more and more compressed within this tiny area, and then it eventually broke up. So we have a setup, and we can build our order, which is going to look like this. So the entry price is around this level here. The target would be this one, as I explained before, And regarding the stop loss, well, I already see that we have a very interesting risk-reward ratio of 2.8, which is pretty good for this setup. But I guess we can play a bit more with the stop loss so that we can confidently be a bit more aggressive here, because I mean we are supported by two supports level, and this one is very close, so I do not expect the price will come down to test it again. It has tested kind of twice, once here and another time here, so I'm just expecting the price to move higher, maybe impulsively, maybe a bit slower, but it should move higher quite rapidly, because when you have this kind of setup, what you get is a set of impulse, consolidation, and then another impulse, and then another consolidation, another impulse. So I'm expecting this to go higher and without retesting the previous support level, and so I think I can confidently keep this stop loss at this level. So the overall setup looks like this, and we are going to get a 3-point return if we get to the target. Otherwise we will get a loss if we get to the stop loss. Let's just see what the price does, and I'll keep you updated. So the price moved quite impulsively to the upside quite rapidly. Right now it's moving a little bit sideways. I don't know whether it's going to make another impulse to the upside and reach the target, or maybe move a little bit more sideways, but I can confidently say that we have moved away from our entry price, and so for the sake of safety I will move the stop loss of my trade to break even, so at this level is okay, so that in the worst case scenario I will not lose any money. So right now I'm totally risk-free. It means that in the worst case scenario I make money. I still make money. It's going to be a very tiny amount, but I'm still making money. So I'm not losing any money, which is the rule number one in trading. Don't lose any money. Keep it safe, concentrate on the high likely opportunities. I much prefer quality over quantity. And when you have a set of tools, a set of indicators that you trade consistently, that you know well, that you have tested with your strategy, you can confidently trade them consistently, so that your trading account will grow with time. So back to the setup, let's see where it goes. The trade is open and I'll keep you updated on this. So here gets interesting, because the previous support that we had here is gone and we now have a resistance up here. So this indicates that the impulsive movement is a little bit constrained. However, I'm at break even, so in the worst case scenario, if the price now falls impulsively like a straight line, I'm still making money, so I will not lose any money, and my trading account will not decrease, which is the most important thing. However, I still believe that our analysis is correct, so I'm still expecting the price to eventually move higher and reach the target. The bearish sentiment is just moving sideways, and it's not increasing significantly, so I much more see this as a sideways movement rather than an actual top here. Moreover, we should consider that we are in an uptrend, so if the price can break this resistance line, this resistance level that just appeared, it means that it will turn into a support, so giving a further boost to push the price at our target. So it's a bit risky, it's a kind of a mixed situation, but since I'm at break even, I just don't care about what the price is going to do. I still believe it's going to target, but I'm not concerned if it falls back to break-even point. Okay, so as I said in the last update, the price eventually moved higher. The sentiment index couldn't make any lower value here. It didn't grow to the downside, so this was positive. And in fact, as the price moved sideways, the sentiment index kind of went to the bullish side and then started increases, and we are now sitting on our support. Unfortunately, we barely hit the target, but we didn't. I'm still into the trade with the confidence that we are now sitting above a new support, which is even higher than the one we had before. So I'm just tracking the price. Of course, in my trading account, I moved the break-even point higher, just below this consolidation. It's not a consolidation, but it's a sideways movement. Yeah, it's a tiny consolidation, but a kind of a sideways movement, so that in the worst case scenario, even if the price would drop below this now support level and fall, I'm making money. This is important to move. In this case, it is important to move the break-even point, the break-even level quite high, because if the price drops below this support level, well, it's going to compromise the whole setup, because it could mean that we might have reached a top, and so that the price will continue to fall down. So I would recommend you to, in a situation like this, to move the break-even point quite close to the price. I mean, to follow the price as it moves higher. Of course, it then depends on your strategy, so this is a suggestion, but you should always trade according to your rules, so that you will stick to your rules, you will not violate your rules. And even if you make a mistake once, you learn from that mistake, and you will not repeat that in the future. From my experience, I prefer to move the break-even point higher in this case, for the reasons that I just explained. Let's see what happens next. So the price eventually moved higher, and we reached our target for a 3.2x return, which is excellent for this kind of setup. The price action didn't create any problem down here, because it stayed above the support level that we had here, so it was okay. And then it finally made its final move to the upside, and we reached the target. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If you didn't already, please subscribe to support the channel and see more videos like this. If you have any comment, feel free to leave them below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.